back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. What I want to talk about today is something that we talked about in our Confident Athlete group coaching call tonight. And it's actually, so today I was actually a guest on another podcast, Championship Mindsets, with my friend Chad Busick. And he's got a great show, so go check that out. But you know what? He's got some great episodes, and he talks about the championship mindset. And so I had an opportunity, I was going through some of his episodes, and I strongly suggest going and listen to this one. An episode where he interviewed Kurt Warner. And I talked a little bit about this in a couple episodes ago, but one of the things that we talked about in the group coaching call with the Confident Athlete program tonight was something that Kurt talked about identifying and working on two things. Number one, your greatest strength. And number two, your greatest weakness. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that because I'm definitely a proponent of focusing and working on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. You know, really figure out what the things you are strong at and accelerate on them rather than trying to turn a weakness into the strength. And the things he talks about, I want to just touch on that because I think he's brilliant with what he's talking about. And again, one of the things he talks about, and this is what I talked about in a previous episode, was what is your greatest strength? Figure out the thing that makes you unique and differentiates you from those on your team and your competition, and really expose that and make that even a greater strength, then really use that to really accelerate yourself. Now, when it comes to your biggest weakness, it's not that you need to make that into a strength, but you need to make sure it doesn't become a liability. And that's the part that I really like, and we really talked a lot about that in the Confident Athlete program tonight, was knowing what your greatest weakness is and just making sure that you can avoid that becoming a liability. So obviously we're talking sports right now, but this is anything. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a coach, if whatever you're doing, what is your greatest strength that you can really differentiate yourself with? What can you really separate yourself from the competition? And what's your greatest weakness? And again, not making it a strength, but making sure it doesn't become a liability. So a couple things that I think you should focus on. Hopefully that's something that's going to help you take things to a new level for yourself. But thanks for being with me. Do me a favor, rate, review, all those things for this episode, and please share this with someone. Really appreciate that. But thanks again, and I will be back tomorrow. Hey, if you're an entrepreneur, I need to ask a favor of you. I need your help on something. I'm putting together a new program, but I want some input on it. I need some input from some people that are in the trenches, that are doing the work. It is something I need you to help me to create. And I need to do that by jumping on a call with you and asking you some questions, talking about what the program is, and getting your feedback. Now, this is 100% not a sales call. This is honestly, I want your feedback, I want your thoughts, and I'll tell you about what the program is, and I want you to tell me exactly what you think about it. So, if you're an entrepreneur, you're willing to spend 10-15 minutes on a call with me to give me some feedback on this, please send me an email at jeff@jeffhaggie.com. Just put entrepreneur in the subject line, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, athletes and parents of athletes. So much time, money, and effort is put into the physical aspect of your sport to become the best you can be. But the mental game, it's often neglected, and it's just as important as the physical game. In fact, it's usually the differentiator between the good and the great athletes. Come and join me in the Confident Athlete program where you'll learn to control your confidence, develop a powerful mindset, and unlock your full potential. Go to jeffhaggie.com/confidentathlete to find out more. I look forward to seeing you there.